know there are over 6,500 national parks around the world? Well, if you're looking to plan a trip to one, it might be hard to choose just one out of that number. Erica Drake from Liberty Travel joining us this morning to share the top 5 lists that you should visit in your lifetime. Erica, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me again.
So the first one on the list is PLITVICE National Park in Croatia.
Yes.
And I was saying to you during the break, Croatia isn't a place that typically comes top of mind on a bucket list of places you want to go. But you said it's a great add-on if you want to go to Italy.
Yeah, it's perfect. I mean, honestly, it is a quick puddle jumper flight from Italy. You can head down to Croatia, fly into Dubrovnik, you see a bit of the city, and then PLITVICE. It's isolated, absolutely beautiful scenery. Look at those photos. You can easily do a rental car or you can do a tour throughout there. And if you decide to even stay, you're able to stay overnight too.
What's the weather like there?
Well, currently right now, it's absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
We're looking right about, I would say, 70s to 80s. You do want to bring a jacket because obviously you are around waterfalls, so it can get pretty misty and rainy.
Okay.
Definitely be prepared for that.
Beautiful. And then Yellowstone National Park, that's more my speed.
Yes, that is also great if you're U.S. And you don't want to go with a passport to Croatia. You're looking at right over in Wyoming, Idaho, Montana area. Wonderful. It's actually the first U.S. national park, and it's believed to be the first in the world, which I actually didn't even know about.
No.
But mountains and canyons, definitely, as you can see, is a wide range of beautiful sources.
Is there a time of year that's best to go to Yellowstone?
Yellowstone, I would honestly have to say when the American students are in school.
Okay.
You get millions of visitors a year, and it's only about 3,400 square miles.
Okay, and then Yosemite National Park in California.
Yeah, so you can do either a coastal drive through California if you want to hit the main cities. Oakland, Los Angeles is a great airport to fly into for Yosemite. And of course, for that one, 4 million people visit there a year. I'd have to say for sure for this one, try and go off season. Probably, I would say about April, May would be a good time to go.
So coming up here.
Yeah, coming up would be a great last minute getaway. Obviously, no passport required as well. And you can definitely add on a couple other places too if you'd like.
What are your favorite sights to see in Yosemite? We just saw the redwoods, which are so majestic, so beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. Some of the granite cliffs are absolutely wonderful, and what I didn't know is there's actually 7,000 different plants in Yosemite. So if you've got a guide that you're going through for even 4 hours, the amount of knowledge that you're going to learn from him just in one national park, it's amazing that what we have just in our U.S. territory.
So it's such beautiful video too. It makes me want to leave right now because we've got such terrible weather here in Chicago right now. And then KRUGER National Park in South Africa. Tell me about that one.
That's actually one of the most popular upcoming. South Africa, a lot of Americans are willing to take that flight and head out there. The giraffes. You can literally go through in a Jeep and see the giraffes, and you can see the lions. If you want to stay in the National Park of KRUGER, don't worry, you won't have a lion come and attack you in the middle of the night.
Okay.
It's actually caged in and very safe.
Yes.
Yes, but do know that you can wake up and see the natural life that's right outside of your window.
How far is this away from some of the other tourist hotspots in South Africa that we often hear people visit?
Well, normally Cape Town is where people like to fly into, spend a couple nights there. It's a couple hours away, but it's all dependent upon how you want to travel there.
Okay.
And if you want to fly down or if you want to kind of take a self-drive, you're definitely able to do that. And where I come into play is I help you out with the maps, the routing, and if you want to fly or drive, I assist you throughout all of that. So you really understand before you jump on that flight what you're getting into, especially for South Africa.
Is it all camping in South Africa? Is that what you're limited to, or when you're in the national park there?
I'm definitely not a camper at all. Camping to me is like a Marriott. So I would say if you're looking for a 4- to 5-star property, they have them right outside National Park. But usually they get the B&Bs, the boutique kind of hotels right within the national park.
And then finally, FIORLAND National Park in New Zealand.
New Zealand, yes. I had one of my good friends actually just come back from New Zealand. The FIORLAND is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, the inland of the sea that just goes through the valley. Between the kayaking, between the hiking, it can get a little bit chilly, obviously, as you're going up in elevation. But that's definitely one of the top spots to see and to visit. Obviously, you can fly into Queenstown, spend a couple days there and visit the culture of New Zealand, or even add it on to Australia and do Australia, New Zealand.
Looks like kind of rough terrain there. Is that what you encounter? Okay.
Yes, that's actually interesting that you point that out because FIORLAND National Park is one of the roughest terrains, so you definitely want to be able to be apt to it, and not the older crowd. I probably wouldn't recommend going to hike up on the mountains, so I would say definitely do it as escorted tour, where you have a motor coach that can take you through.
Erica, thank you. This has been a beautiful tour. I just have really loved the journey. All right, thank you for coming in, Erica, with Liberty Travel.